Good morning, students. It is Wednesday, September 16th, and I'm going to go over lesson 1.9 in your math books. You're going to be dividing with decimals. So this is going to be a little bit different than yesterday in regards to your divisor. Your divisor is going to have decimal points in it today. So I just want to go over a couple of examples that are in the book. So whatever I'm doing here on the board is in the book as well. So you can look back at the book if you need to, okay? So the first example we're gonna do is from page 55, and we have 66 5/10 divided by 3 5/10. So the main thing that you wanna remember when you're dividing by decimals is that you need to make this decimal a whole number. So in order to do that, you need to move the decimal point one place to the right so that it's now 35, okay? But whatever you do to your divisor, you also have to do to your dividend. So if you've moved your decimal point one place to the right here, you need to do the same thing here in your dividend. So now we're going to do that, and you're going to move your decimal point up into your quotient like we talked about yesterday. Make sure you do that so that you don't forget. And then you can go ahead and work it out like any other division problem. So we know that 35 does not go into 6, but it goes into 66 one time. For 35, you subtract and get 31. You know that 35 does not go into 31, so you want to bring your 5 down. 35 goes into 315 9 times. For 315, you subtract and you have no remainder. So your quotient is 19, okay? Now let's do another example. This example is going to be on page 56. It's example number 2. Now this is a little bit different, but the same concept. You want to move your decimal point 2 places over so that this is now 14. And remember, whatever you do for your divisor, you have to do for your dividend. So if we move the decimal point 2 places here, we have to do it here. But look what happens. We have an empty spot. So what you want to do there is put a 0 in that spot and move your decimal point up into your quotient. And then divide. You don't need to worry about this 0 anymore because you have a whole number of 14. So 14 does not go into 3, but it goes into 37 2 times for 28. You're going to subtract and get 9 because you had to borrow. You're going to bring down your 8. 14 goes into 98 7 times for 98. You're going to subtract and get 0. You're going to bring down your 0, and because 14 does not go into 0, you need to make sure that you put a 0 in your quotient. So your quotient is 270. So those are just 2 examples. It's pretty straightforward. You just need to remember that whatever you do to your divisor, you have to do to your dividend in regards to moving your decimal point 1 place, 2 places, 3 places. So you will go ahead and you will work through your share and show on page 57. And then I would like for you, I changed my mind. If you look on Google Classroom, you're going to see one assignment. But instead today, on your own, I only want you to do the odd numbers. Okay, so odd numbers only on page 57 and 58, and then do your homework. Don't forget that there's a test on Friday. I will get that to you, and make sure that you study your vocab, because your examples on your vocab are extra credit, so make sure you study those. And if you have any questions, go ahead and email me. Have a great day.